everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Today we will learn dihybrid cross. A cross between a parents differing in two heritable traits is called a dihybrid cross. For example, cross of a round and yellow seeded pea plant with wrinkled and green seeds pea plant. You all know that pea plants contain 7 different contrasting characters. So out of these 7 different contrasting characters, if these plants are differ in only two characters, that is the shape of the seed, that is round, and color of the seed, that is yellow and green, and shape, that is round and wrinkled. When these two plants are crossed, that cross it they are differ in two heritable traits, hence that cross it is known as a dihybrid cross. In dihybrid cross, when these plant undergo crossing, the round and yellow seeded plants forms the gamete capital R capital Y, as this is a dominant trait, and the wrinkled and green seeded plants form small r and small y, as this is a recessive trait. When these gametes fuse, it forms the F1 generation, and all F1 generation shows the dominant character, that is round shape of the seed and yellow color of the seed, and the genotype is capital R small r capital Y small y. When this F1 generation again undergoes self fertilization, then it forms the 4 different types of gametes, that is capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. And this is the F2 generation of dihybrid cross. Mendel expected the ratio of dihybrid cross will be the same as that of monohybrid cross, but he astonished and found the different results, and the result is phenotypic ratio in dihybrid cross is 9:3:3:1, and genotypic ratio is 1:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1. So he performed all such dihybrid process and he found the same result. And in this dihybrid crosses, he found 9 plants were of round and yellow seeds. 3 plants are of green and round, the new combination, 3 plants that of green and round, 3 plants yellow color and wrinkled shape, and 1 plant that is the parental generation, wrinkled and green seeds. Means in out of these 16 plants, he found that 6 plants were of different combinations as that of parents. Then he performed so many dihybrid crosses and he found the same results. And by observing these dihybrid crosses, he postulated the third law, that is the law of independent assortment. According to this law, when F1 hybrid possessing two pairs of contrasting factors, and when they undergo the formation of gametes, they independently assorted. That means these, when capital R small r, capital Y small y forms the gametes, this capital R may combine with the capital Y, or capital R may combine with small y. Like similarly, small r combine with capital Y and small r combine with small y. Means round shape is not always bind with the yellow color of the seed, or the green color is not always bind with the wrinkle. Means here you can clearly see here capital R capital Y, that is a round and yellow, capital R and small y means round and green. Similarly, small r capital Y, that is the wrinkled and yellow, and small r small y, that is the wrinkled and green seeds. So here the two new combinations of gametes are formed, that is capital R small y and small r capital Y. So this is the law of independent assortment. This round shape is not always combines, means this round shape is not always combines with the yellow seed of the plant. These are may combine with capital Y or may combine with small y. Similarly, small r combine with capital Y and small r combine with small y. So these are the 4 different gametes. The two factors which are separate located on separate chromosomes, they undergo separation at the time of gamete formation, and that's why these two new types of gametes are formed, that is the, and this new progeny is formed, that is the green, brown and yellow wrinkle. This is the law of independent assortment. Thank you.